Sweet, yo. So the next gen consoles are compatible with each other for all games.
Here we go. We're live. We'll give them a couple minutes to get people to join and whatnot. Just gonna wait till we get some viewers here before we start with our power rankings. We got 4. Lock3rs with the background music, eh? We got 3 watching. I'll go regardless here shortly, but give some people time. Lock3rs slacking with the background music. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here on our first VHL podcast is go over my power rankings. They're my power rankings, my opinion. Have your own opinion about my power rankings, but I don't want to, have to defend myself against keyboard warriors, or anybody who's going to get disrespectful. taking my time to do this, along with some people helping me. Criticism's a thing. This is the one time I will say this, and I will be humble when I say this, but we did win the cup last year. So, don't talk too much shit until you can. But power rankings, let's get it going. I got Lock3rs here with me. I'm going to have young Nutt from the KC Scouts, along with their owner, Chop.
Hello, everybody.
I am going to have Rockin' Glock. He's going to come in and help us out with some questions on rules, a couple adjustments. And you guys are probably going to watch me whoop young Nutt's butt in a shootout. But power rankings, here we go. Number 1 in the VHL power rankings. This is preseason power rankings from last year. Just my opinion, again. The New York Islanders. That's my team. The only reason we were number 1 is not because it's my team. It's because we come in and had a couple bumps during the season. We did not finish number 1 seed. We had an easy road in the playoffs until we met St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis. They were studs. Brought us to Game 7. We won Game 7 by 1 point. I'm not sure hockey could be any better than what it was in that series. With that being said, the Islanders look to improve this year defensively. Shout out to our goalies, Hanger Hog and Lock3rs here. Chuck MTL was probably our MVP.
Elite forward, absolutely.
Yes. Everybody else played a great part. Availability, Alec McClay. Our team wouldn't be what it was if Bizarre wasn't yelling all the time. Ricky, my partner in crime when it comes to being a real-life Islanders fan. Chungus. Bringing back my cousin Jeff this year. Versatile player. But anyways, we'll get off the Islanders. We're now on the St. Louis Blues. I think
this is a team that's definitely going to be coming out for revenge this year. They played a hard-fought 7-game series against us, and they're definitely going to want revenge.
They scared me. Our first 2 series, the Islanders' first 2 series in the playoffs in Season 4 of the VHL, we swept. So I'm not going to lie, our cojones were a little big. And we went in, we played. I think we won our first game against these guys in the cup. Next game, they punched us in our mouths. We went back and forth. I might be wrong on the first game, but they punched us in our mouths. And I'll quote my power rankings, they're dogs, studs, motherfuckers. As corny as it sounds, they're very deep and active. Everyone on their team had 20-plus games.
It's a lot of chemistry, too, on that team. They had the same core since pretty much Season 1, 2.
So my prediction, this was a little premature. I wrote these power rankings and posted them. I was excited to do that for you guys. I got them. I predicted there'd be top 4 all season. Arguably it could be 3 or more.
My eyes are definitely a top 3 team in the league.
Yes. So that's our number 2 in the VHL podcast rankings. Number 3, the Buffalo Sabres, in my opinion. This team had 2 solid lines in season 4. A team led by a Jota. He had 116 points, and their goalie, Welly Snipes. He had the
Absolute
most.
stud.
He had the most shutouts in the league, the most wins in the league. Sorry about the echo. Did not mean for that. I was just informed that there was bad echo. Thank you. Oh, JK, it's not. All right, here we go. Anyways, Welly Snipes here in season 4 had the most ice time, most shutouts, and most wins in the league in net. Again, and I still stand like this, assuming this team stays the same and they can bring in some defensive help. That's, in my opinion, same for us Islanders. We need a little more defensive help. Prevents them getting swept in the semifinals. Unfortunately, they played us in the semifinals last year, and we're on our hot streak. And then here we go. I know he's in here joining us on mute at the moment, waiting patiently. We appreciate that. New Jersey Devils owner and someone who you guys will hear here soon, Irish Bastard, and Rock obviously here. Even though their season 4 ended getting knocked out by the Flyers in the playoffs. In my personal opinion, I still believe this. They are the better team. I know Rock and Irish personally. The question was the young 96. Kid's a stud, no doubt about it. From what I hear, he's not quite the locker room presence. He's kind of toxic, and that was affecting their season last year, I believe, a little bit in the late run. From talking to them, I do believe they have countered that, and they've put some glue. They've figured some things out, and I do believe they're going to compete. Again, even though the Flyers beat them, this is where the league separates themselves as of right now. I won't mention expansion teams yet, but last year, this is where the good teams really, this is the last of the good teams.
I think this is the year.
Great teams, in my opinion.
This is definitely a season that Irish needs to step it up. He start carrying the team. He carries them well, and I think he has a lot more to carry this season without Young, but I think he's able to handle it, definitely.
Yeah, he has no choice. I was new last year, so I don't know roster through and through, but I play with these guys sometimes also on my free time, and they got a good group. Defensively, I know Rock don't take no shit. They're out there. They're out there. I'm glad. They.
They're definitely a team that to be scared of all season long.
Now the Flyers. Season 4. I didn't even know I started the shootout. Season 4, Philadelphia Flyers. They're arguably the most improved team. I think, obviously, they knocked out the last year New York Rangers is the team they were. They came hot in the playoffs. They have a lot of really good people on their team. Quack Stacker, shout out to him. Travis, he's a really good person. He was on my first ever FB team. He's now playing goalie, which I played with him the other night. Can't believe it, because he never played goalie when he played for me. I hope they have a good season. I hope they make the adjustments they need and they can make a pop this year. The Boston Bruins, or the Bruins. I hope they lose in real life right now. So Blummer and JB, thank you for all you guys do, man. This league's
Absolutely.
definitely
Wouldn't be here without them.
Yes,
That's for sure.
Definitely ran very well. It's a small league. No shout box, which has been a topic. If anyone that's not an owner or in management is listening, it's been a topic, but they're scared to do it because there's too many assholes in this world.
We've had a lot of issues in the past, and the league's almost fallen apart several. Well, hasn't fallen apart, but it's been in shambles a few times because of the shout box.
But anyways, just from my one season playing against them and my experience against them, they're a couple, they're one or two studs away from becoming a better team overall. They had 3 goalies with 10 plus games. The best save percentage was 701, .701. I'm a defenseman. I've been on teams that have trouble, and it's easy to point at the goalie. I'm not going to do that. I know it all starts with the defense, and also defense gets the brunt end of the stick. It could be the breakout as well. I know forwards like to ride the boards and be off sides before we even get it out of our zone. So a lot can play into that, but I do believe Boston, if they make the right adjustments, they're definitely going to kick some ass this year and be more competitive.
Absolutely. They're only, in my opinion, a few pieces short of being a championship contender.
Yeah. The Montreal Canadiens, like I said in my power rankings, makes you realize the VHL is a good league, small, good league with good players. It is a bring your own team league. Don't bring any assholes. We try to ask, or any trolls. Like I say, with a bunch of teams here in my power rankings, they're a couple acquisitions away from being an overall better team. One of their players, Optimus Raider, 93, had 100 points. Another player had 93, 80 points. They need to find defense. I'm not, like I said, I played one season here. I can remember a few, but not everything. I'm going to do more research and follow more games around the league this year, obviously, to keep this fluent and accurate as I can with my opinions. Anything you want to add on Montreal Lock3rs?
I'm not too familiar. This is the one team I'm actually not too familiar with, but I know they've beat us several times last season. So they're a team not to sleep on, that's for sure.
Cool. Well, good luck to the Habs this year in the VHL.
And in real life.
No, not real.
And in real life, yeah. Go Habs, go.
Here we go, dude. One of my favorites, man. This guy's a chef. For a minute there, Lock3rs was recruiting for some LG World Juniors, and he had a channel in his Discord that involved food, and Jellyfan was posting a bunch of delicious-looking food. I talked to him later on. It's kind of a passion he has. Not that it matters, or to get off subject, I'm a cook myself. It's cool. The Detroit Red Wings. I'm sure I'd like to just jump in and play a game with these guys sometimes. Seems like just from meeting Jelly, he was trying to be here with us tonight. He could not be for his own personal reasons, but that's all right. We'll catch him sometime. Seems like a really good dude. The few times I played with him, I was curious. They more on a competitive nature, or are they trying to drink beer with the boys and have fun? And regardless, they show up for games. They'll play all 4 games every night. They don't forfeit because they're drunk. They don't forfeit because they don't have people. They're there. I gave them the 8th spot. But
they're still a team. In my eyes, they're still a team you can't be sleeping on.
Yeah.
They're They're only a few pieces short, I still feel, from being a good competitor. And they beat us, I think, once or twice as well last season.
Yeah. They must have been drinking the right microbrews that night, eh?
Well, they got the spy Hackerbot. He's got that touch, right?
Oh yeah.
That lucky touch. That's what it is. Another main guy. That's what it is. I think.
Here we are. So, first of all, I want no negativity in the podcast. I know this person can take this, and before I start with the 9 and 10, who knows, up in the air, just because I'm uncertain of a team from last season splitting in half or one person leaving and finding his own friends to come create a team. I don't know exactly what's going on here with Vancouver and Hartford. We were, just to have a little bit of comedy here in the podcast, we were going to have a wedgie picker of the week, but that would, we've come to a decision that would anonymously go to Dabs every week. So we're just going to send him a pair of whitey tighties.
Pink ones, actually.
We're not sure. I mean, I don't know if there'll be skid marks or not, but just kidding, Dabs. All love, man. I know
we love you.
You got a heart of gold. You got a good sense of humor. Always talking shit. But no.
I think
you're getting that butt whooped night one. Because we play St. Louis first, then you. So if we lose to St. Louis, we're coming for you, Nux. But anyways, yeah, you go real quick, Lock3rs, and I'll hit it back.
I think the Canucks have a lot of identity issues they need to figure out, personally. I don't know, they waive a lot of people, and they have a lot of goaltending issues, as well as a lot of past locker room issues. Hopefully, Dabs can build a nice team this year that could make the playoffs and put a good stretch through the playoffs.
Cool. My output on it is like I did in my power rankings. Is I don't know how I feel about one team splitting. How to happen? Did they get in an argument, or was it a neutral breakup? Did Hash take half the team, or all the good players, or did Dabs say, you know what, leave everyone? And I don't know what happened. Like I said, I'm kind of new to the league as well. I'm just here to defend what's mine, and these guys, I'm excited to see what happens. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this weekly, except when I'm on vacation. Other than that, we're going to go in. So here we go. We got some guests coming on tonight. So I'm going to skip one on my power rankings. We're going to go to the expansion teams, but I'm going to talk about Pittsburgh first. Toter is the owner. Shout out to him, man. And I'm not really sure what to expect. I personally know nobody here. I don't know if they were previously in the VHL or not. So this is kind of the surprise team. I actually have it set up for episode 2 of our podcast, next week's podcast. We are going to bring some management from Pittsburgh, I think Saints Hockey, and maybe Toter on to conversate and be our guest, play UnCUNPHE in a shootout and probably lose, because I'm going to beat everyone in a shootout this year. And we're going to stream it here, obviously, so everyone can watch me win every shootout I play, just so you know. Everyone I play. Everyone's doomed. But anyways, I'm not sure what to expect, so we're going to bring them on after week 1, and then we can kind of get a idea of where they belong after playing 2 teams or a couple teams. Yeah, so good luck to Pittsburgh. Welcome to the VHL, and
we all wish you the best here, and we can't wait to play you guys.
Yes, absolutely. So now we're going to give me a moment while I step away just for like 30 seconds, and then we get young Nutt and lamb chop in here.
Yo, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Dope.
1 second.
DJ should be joining us soon, I think.
Alright,
Hey,
perfect.
how's it going, Nutt?
It's going all right. How are you?
Not too bad. So I'm going to admit right off the rip while you're in here, I played my first season in the VHL last year. Nutt was in the league. I noticed his stick talent, so I went and recruited him for another league. He's on my team now. I've got to know him. Cool dude, very good at this hockey game. I was actually hoping he'd come be on the Islanders, and then this guy DJ somehow knows him, and he you know, destroyed all hopes I had.
We're actually buddies in real life.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I know that. How's it going, DJ?
I'm pretty good. I'm just having some fun.
That's what we're trying to do here. So right off the rip, I know in the management chat, obviously, I'm not sure if you were DJ, but I know Nutt was, and Nutt was the top player in the league on this team. So VHL Blackhawks. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna fucking excuse my French. We're gonna bury it, and it's gonna be over with, and it's not gonna be mentioned by anyone. And if it does, they're gonna have to get chirped by UnCUNPHE here on the podcast, unless there's good reason. So there's a couple, for instance, there's a couple things that I know of that were issues. Last year, they folded or just gave the force wins. We're not going to talk about this too much, but they gave force wins because they didn't care. They knew they were a good team. They didn't care. They couldn't get a couple players, so they just said screw it. Same color jerseys. These are just a couple things. Like I said, I want to hit this subject real quick and then bury it. I've talked to Nutt. We're not going to see any Blackhawk antics here for the scouts.
No, you're not going to see any.
Definitely not.
Definitely not, because none of us are really Blackhawks. Like, I mean, we already know we were in the VHL before as the Flames, and we took half of the Flames team to play with the Hawks.
Okay.
And we don't really have anyone left from the Blackhawks at all on our current team. Everyone else is, everyone on our team has already played in the VHL before, pretty much, besides maybe like 4 or 5 guys.
Yep. Yeah, perfect. And like I said, I'm newer to you guys. I'm just trying to do this to bring something new to the league because I enjoy it. Regardless, even this year, if I don't win a cup, I'll try and do this and keep this a thing as long as it's okay by the league. But I just wanted to bury that because that's something I personally see, just being someone that's trying to be fair to everybody in the management chat. There's a couple people that complain. Obviously, we all voted and we made it decided, so there's no comparison ever again here.
Oh yeah, like.
And if people do compare, I promise we're gonna. You have support as well. But anyways, to get on a positive note and to hear you guys, where should I have put you guys in the preseason power rankings? I want to hear that.
Definitely should have put us at number 1. I predict a Stanley Cup victory.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're all about being at the top, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just, like us cousins, we have the chemistry of playing each other together, and
Wow, you guys are cousins, eh?
yeah.
Well, I got a cousin on my team too, but no, neither of us are as good as Young Nutt. So,
Yeah,
But-
I'm actually the all-time leading goal scorer and point scorer.
Hey, I was gonna get there, okay, but yes, I'll let you do it. So Kansas City Scouts, if you don't know who they are, this is a vintage league. You can pick any team, I think, 80s or before, I believe. Do you guys know any history or anything on this? Or
Anything about that you could tell other people?
I don't.
No one knows anything about them.
Well, we don't really have too much history on them, but it was either between the Kansas City Scouts or the California Golden Seals. We chose the latter, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Two solid names, I think.
So instead of going to California, you go to Kansas.
Yeah.
Well,
It was a debate, man. We took a vote on it. And
Yeah, we had a
Kansas
team
was at
vote
the
and
top,
everything
man.
like that.
well,
Kansas just sounds sick.
yeah. I mean,
And the jerseys, bro, they got a little bit more detail.
Cornfields.
The jerseys
I
are
mean,
sick.
In the end, bro, we took it down to detailed jerseys.
They also need those ruby slippers so they can click their heels when they're in the finals with us. You know what I'm saying? There's no place like home. That's my one chirp. Sorry, guys. I'm going to invite young Nutt here to a shootout while we wrap up a couple questions. You know, and then I'm going to try and do this every podcast. I'm going to try and do this so that we can just have a little bit of a visual and we don't bore you too much. But in my one second. In my power rankings, I did just knowing Nutt and talking to him and him saying his, you know, in real life buddies. I believe him. I do expect you guys to be and me not knowing anything about Pittsburgh, no shame to them, but I do believe you guys are going to be the biggest threat of an expansion team. I do believe you guys are going to be fighting for a top 3 spot the whole time. I know Nutt knows my whole team, but I brought a lot of people into the VH that are different. I can't wait to battle with you guys is basically what I'm saying. I think you guys are going to be one of our biggest threats along with St. Louis, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, playing you guys and playing everyone else. It's going to be awesome.
And,
I'm really excited that we play the other expansion team on night 1 tomorrow.
Oh, you do?
That's going to be interesting.
Okay, nice. That was my next question, was asking you like who you were excited to play week 1 first. So
Definitely the other expansion team, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
There you are, Lock3rs.
With the distractions of Chicago gone, what is the image you guys are looking for with this new Scouts team?
Last season was pretty rough with Chicago, like with the image that we put on with the league, and we just want something completely different this season, and we just want to bring, we want to play hard, make the league competitive. It seems like other teams, they have brought new players to their teams as well to make it more competitive, and it seems like teams are getting better, not just us.
Definitely.
But we're kind of looking forward to this season being more of a challenge to everyone.
Perfect. Also, what team do you feel will be the biggest threat to you guys all season?
You got to throw respect to the Stanley Cup champions, the New York Islanders, right?
Oh! Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Boston gave us some heat last year, right at the end before we folded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston's always had. I've always had issues with Boston. I don't know why. They're a tough team.
They come out tough. They come out. They're beating our ass along the boards. They're sitting us down. They put a tough game out there.
Also, with that being said, who on your roster should the league keep an eye on? Other than you guys, for sure.
Definitely Jungle Cat Mac. I will say that right now. That man, he is an absolute beast at Chell, and oh my God, he is gonna terrorize the league. He's a beast. Shout out, Doodle.
Jungle Cat Mac. So everyone, put that on the radar.
Out there, man.
He's not afraid to drop the gloves either.
Oh, dropping the gloves.
He will fight he will fuck somebody up.
Well, who knows? Maybe the Scouts and Islanders got to go friggin' Rangers caps right off the rip. No, I won't do that. I'm not giving you guys any advantages at all.
Big
Yeah,
save.
well, I mean, we're always down for like a first line, first shift of the game line brawl.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
Set the tone.
We are always
Oh,
down
I
for
see.
that.
I got a comment here. Rock saying, "Don't underestimate my Devils." We're not. We're not. We're just. That's kind of similar. We got questions. That's it. That's it.
Any of the other viewers have any questions for the scouts?
Do I look like the real Varley right there? The real Varley.
You're a beast. KD Wang.
KD Wang. Yeah.
We actually did just add a defenseman today. His name is he's a real life buddy of ours. He is Mr. Smooth Buns.
Mr. Smooth Buns.
Interesting.
Yeah, like honestly, our team is a lot of people. I feel like some people in the league question it that our team isn't like all buddies, but our team is pretty much just all people that we're pretty close with.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's
see?
awesome.
That we-
Well,
that
that's
we
what.
talked
And
that's
to
awesome.
for over,
and that's
like,
good
2
because
years.
that's originally what this league was built to be.
Exactly. So that's what, I mean, I wanted to say that because I feel like a lot of people don't believe us on that one.
Yeah, man, and just the vibes I've got through the last season is that we want the league, we want to be competitive,
And just have fun at the same
yeah,
time.
we don't want any douchebags.
Yeah,
to come in. I
that's
mean,
another thing. That's like, I mean, last season it was rough for the Blackhawks, the team that we were on, and I made that like a #1 priority for this season is to not have any of that garbage in this season.
and absolutely,
Yeah.
and like, and another props I can give to a lot of teams in this league is like, there's been some blowouts. There's been a lot of blowouts in the league, and I give a lot of teams props for showing up and playing no matter what. And I think that was an issue with the Blackhawks last year. You know what I mean? Is all these teams would come here and they would take their L's like crazy, and then you would have I'm not going to mention names because I've gained to talk to them as well, but then you'd have some of their management or whatever go in and just say, yeah, we're not playing tonight, and it's just like, man. But
Yeah,
that's fair.
and like with like games like that happened like definitely quite a few times last season, and you can't deny that. And some of those blowouts, it wasn't just blowouts. It kind of turned into like a shit show of a game after it was like a blowout already,
Yeah,
Like things would kind
absolutely.
of get out of hand, just a lot of penalties, stuff like that. People just stopped even trying to score.
Yeah. So that's definitely me personally, and exactly that's something we want to try and prevent. Like
Yeah.
if your teams, if you, one thing I personally won't tolerate, and I'll definitely voice my opinion upon, is if you're winning and you're blowing a team out, if you do not pull your goalie. I'm not sure if that's 100% in the rule book, but you do not pull your goalie. You have
It
respect
definitely
there.
should be a penalty in the rule book, though.
No, 100%.
It's a respected.
And like as a goalie myself of last season, I got to throw myself under the bus. I'll admit to being a little toxic last season, but I mean it wasn't fun for us either being on the Hawks. Like
Yeah.
a lot of us guys didn't really get along, so I mean it kind of
Well,
just
I can't
button heads
imagine.
It
on
was
the ice
really
as
horrible.
well.
Yeah, I can't imagine being goalie anyway. I give
Yeah.
anybody credit because, like I said, it breaks down. Like, it's I'm a defenseman. I used to play wing. I transferred to a defenseman, and defense is hard as hell. I get blamed a lot for a lot, and I do mess up a lot. The goalie gets blamed a lot, but it's hard. It's a whole team thing. You need everyone to be in the right position at the right time, and that's why this game's so fun. And
Well, the game is meant to score, not
yeah,
not
any
to
game,
score.
any
It's hard for a
game,
goalie.
yeah, any game, the worst team can beat the better team. Any game.
Well, I personally think you're a great defenseman, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I just had to
wow.
throw that in there.
Well, I appreciate
Personal
it.
opinion, I do.
I've gotten.
He just wants a better rating on his team. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, I've gotten better, but there's one thing that matters to me, and that's winning. But this league allows me to have fun as well and win, and also keep a group of people together because it's bring your own team. I like to keep the same group of people together, have fun, shoot the
Yeah,
shit. Like,
Yeah, like this league's pretty new, and on a lot of the other teams started with buddies as well, and they're all just getting better as they go too, because they keep playing with each other every season.
absolutely. So, for this last part of the podcast, thank you for everyone who's been listening this whole time. We've kind of gotten carried away and jibber jabbing and whatever. But I would like to bring you in, Rock, and you guys feel free to stay in as well. So, we're just talking about rules, maybe, clarify rules. The one thing I am going to mention that I know has changed from last season to this season is. The rosters last year was 15 players. This year it's 18 players. It's bring
Correct.
your own. It's bring your own team. I know like starting roster deadline is passed. All our rosters are in, so everyone has the amount of. There's no minimum. There's no the maximum is 18. So that's one thing. I also, in the management chat, I had someone mention that there's already some waves going on, and just to clarify how that works for anybody listening and management who may not know or didn't catch Dabs asking questions earlier. So,
Yeah, it's 24 hours. 24 hours, if you want to sign someone. You can
Okay.
play after, as long as it's before 24 hours,
Okay.
you're good to go,
Okay, so
as far as that goes.
all right. For example, for anyone listening, say I have Rock on my team and I waive him, and I claim Nutt here in the podcast with me, and Nutt cannot play until after 24 hours of me claiming him. We only
Correct.
play 2 nights a week, but still, if I claim him if I claim him Tuesday at 10 o'clock at night, he can't come play my Wednesday game at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I
so,
fell 2 hours short.
yes, just for an example, if that makes sense, or if it doesn't, we can clarify that again. And any other questions from anybody else here on the podcast when it comes to rules? That I know we should pay attention to jerseys. We don't want darks and darks. I know
I don't
that
think
was.
we'll have that problem at all because,
Yeah.
With DJ, he played,
Yeah.
when he owned Calvary.
Well,
Great guy.
I've honestly, I also honestly know it mistakenly happens. Sometimes someone has dark shoulder. I don't know. Just make sure
it does happen.
Make sure
Yeah.
your ways are light is light, and make sure your homes are dark.
If you got a home jersey with white shoulders,
Then-
maybe switch it up.
Yeah.
To the new teams like Saints hockey, the guys that I don't know, no female builds at all. That's like one thing I think people forget sometimes that they're playing, and I know it happens by accident. You're playing whatever, and then you switch to your league, you forget to change your person, and that will be called out big time.
Yes, and people do pay attention. I actually had someone that I swear on everything last year on my team at the beginning of the year play as a person, and
It happens.
and they
happens.
were
I mean,
like,
it's an accident. It
Why do we
happens.
have that rule? Do we?
There's what was that rule? The advantages of being a female, the fighting, quicker on the draw and going down. I believe they said. I've never played as a female build, so I know there's a whole bunch of reasons.
That's
Jelly
what I
wouldn't
heard. I
like
heard
it
the
being-
off the draw, like you could.
Yeah,
You could
real
pretend to
fast.
fight
This was
off the draw,
this was
you could
back
fight
in
quicker or something
20.
Like that.
This
Yeah.
is back in 20 though.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
so
don't
I'm
know
not
if you
sure.
can still do it or not, but
but anyways, it's still
But it does
rule.
happen. I mean, even if you're cool and you catch it right away, just say, hey, stop it and try to change your guy.
Absolutely.
And nobody has to yell at anything. You know what I mean? It can be settled just
We're
by
decent
talking.
humans, right? We can talk shit out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Hanger. Yeah, buddy. Like DJ, the cool dude. I sent everybody messages from the new team. Just said, hey, let's not have what we had with Chicago. Not to blame them. I mean, the younger kids, they like to have fun. I understand. But, and I know DJ wasn't in on it, and Young Nut wasn't in on it because they've been around a while. No problems. Lock3rs been around a while. Great guy. DJ, I don't know if you're the all-time leader in wins in the VHL. You didn't play last season. You are, man.
Maybe
You are.
not.
No, you are. You got 61.
Come on.
I'll
You
take
do?
it,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I haven't
Yeah.
even
Honest
looked.
to
I
God.
haven't even looked. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Young Nut, you might be the second or first all-time leading scorer. I'm not sure.
First.
Yeah,
Are you first?
First.
He knows.
Yes,
He knows.
sir.
It's up to date. Is it
I
up
knew
to
you. I
date?
knew you'd know it. Yeah. Then probably Young and Irish is up there somewhere.
Yeah, Irish is like
Yeah.
4, I think.
Yeah,
3,
Lock3rs,
maybe even.
he's got a Stanley Cup under his belt, what, 2-3
Same.
seasons ago? You
Some
know?
other competitive stuff going on in the league.
No, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, we have great guys. I think we have great guys. I think Dylan
It's a
doing this
wicked-
podcast is like
wicked
awesome.
yeah.
You know, I think we have a wicked bunch of guys. Even Hanger, if he falls asleep in a chair playing, it's okay. You know?
Hey, I've done that once. Dylan's done
I
it like
know,
3
buddy.
times. All right.
But I think we're gonna have a good season. I really do. I think the new guys. You know, I don't know. You probably know the other team more than I do. I don't know the guys. Jelly knew a few of them, and said they were kind of cool. So give them a shot. Why not? You know, can't hurt to try, right?
No, I'm excited to add the extra teams.
Yeah.
And play some good hockey this year. I know.
Yep.
I know we got a lot of people coming for our necks. So.
Oh, I think yours will be a tough team. I think you're a top team. I agree with that.
This, bud. We got this, don't
We're gonna make. We made some quiet adjustments.
We didn't get weaker. Let's say that. We didn't get any weaker.
Exactly. We got stronger where we need to get stronger.
St. Louis, yep, like Locker said, and you said they're going to be tough. Monster, great goalie, always puts together a great team. A. Joda, yep, great team. You know, everybody's a great team.
Yeah.
You know, tough thing there. It's tough games.
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody just follows the rules, and it should go smooth. Nobody should have problems. We shouldn't have to have a ball meeting every week that a game is over. Somebody's calling for one. You know, that's that gets to be a little bit insane, but I don't think that'll happen now.
No, I don't either.
I think
And shout out to Blummer and JB too. Yeah, right. Blummer and JB for putting this
shout
together.
Shout out to all the league owners. You know, I feel like they've been putting up with a lot of shit.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. You know, it's great guys. I'm telling you, you got great guys. You got a great league.
I mean, my team, the Scouts. Like, I feel like us Cousins barely even got into the league.
Well, DJ, you were
like,
good.
It was close. You know, it was on the line though. You know, I'm glad that we got in the league, but it was close.
Well, I think they were worried about the Chicago incident, you know, and
that's why I had to bring it up and bury it. Like I said, I definitely vouch. I've got to know young Nutt a little bit more since last season, so I vouch for him. I know he wasn't the issue. And
DJ was always cool. I remember his 20th birthday. I remember we were playing together.
We went
you were hammered.
Yeah,
we turned 21 this year.
We went crazy.
Yeah.
I was even there when we did the All-Star game. We went crazy then. That was fun.
That was so awesome.
Playing with everyone else in the league on our team. That was fun.
I mean, all of us in here, I have a Stanley Cup with Chicago from the first season. I know Lock3rs has one with Minnesota. Dylan has one. Young Nutt, you have one, right?
Yes, sir.
DJ, you have one? Yeah.
I mean, kinda. I mean, if you want to consider it one, yeah, but I don't consider it one.
No, you know, you're good. You're a good dude, man. I consider you a good dude.
So this one's pretty heavy with gold there. Here in the VHL.
Yeah.
Hanger's got one too.
Hanger. Oh, I'm sorry, Hanger. Yeah, I did see you, buddy. I thought you were sleeping there. I'm just kidding, buddy.
He snuck in.
But other than that, there's the rules are, you know, they're there. The VH rules. If anybody has a problem, that we have this thing all set up for everybody to look for the new guys. You know, but one of our new owners is with Dabs, 8-hash. He knows him, you know, because he played with Dabs last year. He probably learned how to cry a lot. No offense, Dabs. Hope that doesn't follow him. But other than that, it should be a good season. I mean, good luck to everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, and I mean, I'm gonna just chitter chat here for a second.
Okay.
With my comeback here against Young Nutt. We're in a shootout here, best of 3 apparently, and he's a little schmuck.
Did you see that first move, the Zetterberg into the behind the back one time? Move?
Yes, I saw it all. And thank you everyone for watching. I mean, like I said, I was a little jittery and whatnot, but
thank you for doing it, buddy. It's a good thing. It's awesome.
Hopefully we can get this like not weekly, maybe bi-weekly or tri-weekly. You know, like.
Yeah, well, right now I'm gonna do a weekly right now. Yeah, I'm gonna run it weekly.
Sweet. That'd be good, man.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to come back on. You know, spice things up, make things fun.
Yeah,
Me too,
absolutely.
definitely.
Once the rankings and everything's, the year gets to settle in a little more, things will get more interesting. We'll add a little more segments. We'll,
There'll be a little bit more drama as well, right?
yeah,
Some drinking involved in the
exactly.
A lot
podcast. Yeah,
more
maybe.
drama.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to, maybe we'll be able to put up a all-star game this year, or management game
I
or
hope so.
something like
I hope
that.
so. Kind of
You
what
know,
what you did there before.
Hey, maybe even a
yeah.
big team shootout thing.
Yeah, exactly. Shootout
Do like a
tournament.
little, yeah,
A-
exactly. A
I
little
was thinking like
anything.
management team versus an all-star team.
Yeah.
Have like a shootout and like a threes tourney and
Yeah, anything. There's
yeah.
we can do anything really. I just want to start doing this to try and not just for me, to try and get practice and the jitters out and work on podcasts or talk shows, whatever the hell you guys want to call this. But
You gotta get a camera so we can see your pretty face.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, I got a couple segments. It's called "Wife Walk By in Lingerie." I can't be having a camera there. You just hear the reaction. Spice things up a bit. But no, I'm
That's why
kidding.
we tune
I'm
in,
kidding.
man.
Yes.
I subscribe to that.
Is it Wednesday already? God damn.
Oh shit.
Oh, we got a close one.
Yeah, we got a close one. This is game 3 for you guys just
I
tuning in.
gotta pull the stream up here. Hang on.
Oh
Is
my
this a
God.
tournament going? Is
That's
money
it.
on the line?
That's the game.
That's it. He won. Yeah.
Oh, you
So,
took it?
yeah,
Oh,
I will.
GGs.
I will do this every podcast for anyone that wants a piece of this. I took it easy on Nutt here tonight. I was
So your
distracted. It was
undefeated
my
streak
first
is now
podcast.
broken?
No,
For
I
the
am.
last one podcast?
I'm 1 and 2. Yes, yes. All right. See, hey, now I know. At least someone was listening. But
there you go.
thank you for joining us here in the VHL podcast, everybody. I appreciate everyone who came in. Next week it's going to be round 2. Like I said, I'm going to do it weekly. I think the following week after that, I may be on vacation. But who knows? Maybe I'll do one at the cabin. We'll fucking see how good the Wi-Fi is,
Cabin
But,
talks. Campfire talks, buddy.
thank you, Nutt, DJ, for all joining.
Yep. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
thank
have
you.
a good rest of your night. Good luck this season. Beat everyone but the Islanders. I mean, I guess you can try to, but
You try to, yeah.
yes. Have a good night, everyone.
All right,
You
boys.
two guys.